Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our daily advice for February 28th, 2018. Thank you very much for joining me. So let's see what the energies are for us today and what we need to know about these energies in order to use them for our highest good. We're definitely looking at a continuation of yesterday's energy. And I already pulled the Power Thought card so that I don't forget. I forgot to do this for the past couple of videos, so I just wanted to do it, make sure that I've done it. So, the first card that we have representing the influence of the past on our current situation. Interestingly enough, we have the Guardian of Emotion once again in the same position. So this situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous, humanitarian, and refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to these characteristics within yourself. With the rest of the cards today, the Guardian of Emotion, which is the King of Cups. I can't remember who asked me to give you the equivalents of these cards in the traditional tarot. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. But it's the King of Cups in the traditional tarot. And tarot or tarot, whichever way you want to say it. So the Guardian of Emotion talks about our connections in this energy with the rest of the cards. It talks about our relationships with those we care about and those who care about us. So family may be an influence for us at this time. Something that may have happened within the family where either we've had to step up and help others, or we've had to turn to our friends and family for help at one point or another. And this could be financially, it could be emotionally, for emotional support after a disappointment or after a breakup or just heartache of any kind. Financial support again, or just someone to turn to, someone to talk to. But our personal connections represent what is influencing us from our past and today's energy. In today's energy, we have the fifth major arcana, Embrace Those Around You, and this is the Hierophant. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You can find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. So for some of us, this talks about finding comfort in tradition, finding comfort in doing things in almost in a ritualistic type of way, maybe even seeing that we tend to be more superstitious today with this energy. Again, a focus on family, a focus on children, a focus on legacy could be coming up for us today. The message here is that we find help and we find support from our loved ones, from people who care about us, and maybe it's time to look at our personal connections, to look at our emotional connections at this time, to see who is it that truly is there for us, truly has our back, truly understands us, truly believes what we believe, and inspires us to be better and to grow, and who it is that's causing heartache and disappointment over and over again. So we may be doing some spring cleaning today when it comes to our emotional connections. And we may find that, again, values, traditional values, family values play an important role for us today with this energy. This could also indicate making amends or looking to reconcile with a family member or with someone who was like family at one point or another, and somehow maybe we drifted apart, or there was an argument, or there was misunderstandings, and now it's about realizing that you only get one family, or in the grander scheme of things, whatever happened is not that important right now, okay? Not important enough to break up a relationship, to break up a family, and so on and so forth. So we may be thinking about tradition, and what has been our family, or what has been something that we were raised with, or just taught from early on, that still applies to us today, that still makes sense to us, and that inspires us, and in some cases brings us answers today. Even if it's thinking, what would my mom do, or what would my dad do, or what would my best friend do, because I always look up to them. They've been through a lot. They always seem to know what to do. But tradition, values, people and relationships that have always been a part of our lives may come into focus today for us to look at them and make amends where we need to make amends, cut ties where we need to cut ties, and maybe start over where we would like to start over, okay? And the energy that we're moving to tomorrow with, we have the 9 of Action. You've worked hard to create the things you cherish in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, and hearth and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. In return, Mother Earth, the animals, and the environment need your protection. So this just talks about how the next stage in making amends, or restarting a relationship, or deepening an emotional connection, and again, it could be in a romantic way with friends or family, is the next step is for us to open up, to lower our guard, and to share our wealth, whether that means financial, whether that means emotional resources where we care about them, we show them attention and affection, resources of time where we make time for them, we're always there, we listen to what is going on, maybe we give advice, but we share the wealth because they do the same with us. And this just means, that we have the opportunity to really strengthen certain relationships, and once again, if we take the time to look at truly what it matters to us, truly who matters to us, and even disappointments or arguments that may have happened, whether this is with family, or especially if this is to do with family, or close friends, or people who used to be close friends, people who we used to trust, and so on and so forth, because it could be that for whatever reason, those connections, those relationships, those memories are being brought up to the surface for us today. And this could happen, on a personal level, or it could happen where we step in to protect someone who's close to us, someone who is dear to us, protect them from themselves in some cases, or protect them from people who don't have the best intentions. But it definitely feels like making amends in some cases, but also giving back, trying to give back to someone who's always been there, someone who's raised us, someone who has taught us right from wrong, someone who has given us our morals, our values, our principles. Maybe they're on our mind today, and we are thinking about what we can do to be there for them, what we can do to help, or what we can do to make their lives easier, or just to show them the impact that they've had in our lives. And of course, this is energy, so it could be that someone else is doing that for us or to us, okay? Our guidance card, we have the octopus. Practice shapeshifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. So this is a card that talks about being flexible, and this is a card that talks about change. So new relationships, new energies, you could be looking at new traditions, you could be looking at making new memories with this energy. This is also about putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, being open to understanding, being open to seeing things from the other person's perspective, and therefore finding it easier perhaps to meet in the middle. The octopus here tells us that perhaps we've simply reached a point where we have more experience now, more life experience, or we've experienced different events that have taught us that, you know what, maybe it's not as black and white as I thought it was, or maybe now that I've experienced this for myself, I don't really want to judge my mother or my father or my sister or whatever for what they did and how they handled the situation, because I see now that it's not black and white and everyone handles it the best they can. Okay, so we're truly coming into an energy of compassion and forgiveness by opening our minds and our hearts to seeing things from other people's perspectives, and opening ourselves to, again, just, you know, walking a mile in someone else's shoes with experiences and feelings and fears and everything, because that truly it truly gives us a better understanding of why someone did something, or why someone said something, or didn't do or didn't say something that we thought they should have, and so on and so forth. So we're coming into a place of understanding today and awareness. Our Power Thought card, we have, I open new doors to life. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. So with this, I do get a sense of someone coming home, whether we are going home or someone else is coming home. And that could be, of course, physically, but also metaphorically, where we get to reconcile with a brother, a sister, a sibling of any other kind, family member of any other kind, an old friend who's lost their way. Maybe we've lost our way, and so now we're going home, we're going back with this energy. And it opens the door to new experiences. And this is also about, again, forgiveness, but forgiving ourselves, especially if we are the ones who now we know better and we don't know how to apologize, or we don't know how to ask for forgiveness. Then the message is, don't beat yourself up about whatever happened. Everything happens for a reason. The important thing is that we've learned, we've grown, and the people who love us, they still love us no matter what we say or what we do to them. They still love us. Okay, so it's okay to go and have that honest conversation, to ask for forgiveness, and so on and so forth. Or again, you know, this is someone coming to us asking for forgiveness because now they have they've had different experiences that have shown them what they may have what they may have done that was wrong, that was hurtful or unfair, and so they may reach out to us today. But it looks like a day for forgiveness, self-forgiveness, but forgiveness in our emotional connections and our personal connections. Again, it could be with anyone that we care about. Bringing forgiveness into a situation to give it new life. It seems to be what the energies are talking about. Okay, and just being welcoming, being understanding, trying again, being forgiving. Again, it's about, you know, being discerning. If someone needs to leave our lives, if someone, you know, is not ready for repairing a relationship, it just means, okay, that's okay. We can be forgiving of that as well, and understanding of the fact that not everyone is in the same place, but we can still try, or we can still show them attention or affection, and just let them know that we're here when they're ready. Okay. But yeah, it looks like beautiful energy, very calming, very soothing, very healing type of energy that can be working miracles in our lives today, okay, is what I'm getting. So that's our reading. I hope the messages make sense, and I definitely hope they help if you're dealing with these energies. Let me know what the cards talk about for you. I'm looking forward to your comments as always. Thank you so much for all your support and for all your patience and understanding. Stay tuned for the March readings. I hope to be able to have them up in a day or so, a couple of days, and I'm excited for you to see them. But for now, let's have an absolutely beautiful day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.